Thank you. And you mentioned attacks on critical infrastructure there, and we've seen a few of those this year, quite scarily. Bryan, I was going to ask you the question that we had at the top of this webinar today. Do you think our fear of attacks and our response to them is equal to the threats that exist? Just a tiny question there for you.
That's right, just a small one. I think we're moving in the right direction. I think we're starting to get serious about it, but in corporate America, what we're finding is a lot of times the discussions about security are not necessarily happening aggressively enough at the board levels and at the executive levels about how threats are happening or how things are going. And I think that is something that really needs to continue and change, because a lot of times, a lot of the discussions are we good enough? Are we good enough for now? But the problem is that, are we good enough for now is what's leading to hacks. We have to be more aggressive about it, because the hackers are not sitting back and saying, oh, what they've done is good enough, let me go find something else. They're finding new ways to do it. The number of zero-day attacks that we find are increasing over and over and over again throughout the industry. We have to get on the idea that we have to start doing more, and we have to start taking, as S.L.J said, a training mindset for our young engineers coming out. Nemeth talked about people going out and doing more about it and thinking about security to start with. Those are really the type of things that we have to start doing, and we have to start doing it not just from a perspective as a developer, but as a corporation. It's really a fiduciary responsibility for every executive and every board member to be treating the data and treating it in a way that makes a difference. There was recently a hack of one of the cell phone vendors that I don't want to mention. It was sent out as an email to let people know their data was compromised. When did it become acceptable to send an email that your data was stolen? Where was the reaction to that? And that shows that we have to do more than that. We have to hold ourselves to a higher standard, and we have to go on the idea that we're not going to accept that someone going out and having a security attack on us is just, oh, it's okay, don't worry, you lost some data, hire a monitoring service for your credit and you'll be okay. We have to get more aggressive on it, and we have to continue and be diligent in our efforts.